Can you hear me now? We're on live stream. I just Steve Ukran just sent me something. Gonna grab some rice. He wants to jump on and join us.
Oh, dude, awesome.
So let's talk about. You know what? He loves the. He's proselytizing for 2 years. Like, wait, how have you not seen this? And now there's a guy who's walking that path for him. So he loves you. Before he comes, and this will give me a chance to show it twice. I sent you a few of these, but hey,
that's awesome.
It's a bookmark starring you and me with all of your stuff on it up to date right then. Let's see what that says. Randall finally watched, and then there's all the links. And that's yes, awesome. It should have been QR codes, and everybody's got something to say after it comes out. But I just thought that was pretty cool.
That's awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no, of course. Thanks for doing this. So it's not just Steve loving it from like the ego boost thing that like, I am the philosopher of film and someone is listening to me finally. It's fucking great. Like he is. We're just like, we're dudes who like some movies. And I'm an old guy who's seen all these things. And I'm trying to say, hey, if you're going to check out movies, check out this old shit.
Yeah.
So thanks for doing that with us.
Oh, dude. So, I mean, honestly, it may sound like over the top, but it's life changing.
Oh, come on, man.
It
well,
is.
That's cool. No, I'm glad it is. And you didn't have to say what degree, and I don't have to be modest about it, man. If you're doing something different in your life, well, then that's a change, and that's awesome. So right on. Thanks for helping us understand that one. How to take a compliment.
Yeah. Thank you for the motivation, and thank you for like the inspiration. Because it's like I probably would have been just playing on my phone. I probably would have been doing something that isn't worthwhile.
Well,
and then watching these movies.
Sometimes it's not, but this one totally is. Just from a you probably get 20% more jokes from The Simpsons now, right?
Probably, yeah.
You've seen this. All right, we should always start off. Mimi says to me, why do you guys always assume that everyone has seen this movie except for Randall? And I had to admit, okay, that's actually a good note. Like, just because I believe that is so doesn't mean that that's true.
Yeah.
So she goes, just give the plot in your stupid little Pat did Larry Young, high concept thing. So basically, if you haven't seen this, it's a world exactly like now, where the cyberpunk tech bros have taken over, and one computer called Zero rules everything in the world. They've distracted everybody with the Roman idea of bread and circuses, where there's luxuries and everybody's got it pretty well off, even the poor people. But they all watch this game called Rollerball that is kind of a cross between American football, hockey, and I don't know, something else where you bash people a lot.
American Gladiators.
Roller derby, I guess. Yeah, a little American Gladiator, I guess. And Zero. Remember the librarian who's Ralph Richardson, who, if they had done Harry Potter sooner, would have made an awesome Dumbledore. Dusseldorf. Hey, Chris Sagasag's here. I have to tell him he's awesome. Thanks for ordering my kid's book and my book. And I put some extra stuff in there, but like I'm still trying to figure out how to refund you like the extra postage, because that's idiotic. And hopefully I'll get around to it. I should just send you $10 on PayPal. Anyway, that's some administrative stuff we should do off camera. Rollerball. So anyway, so the NFL football game, roller hockey, roller derby kind of thing, where they keep everybody in line by thinking they just root for the team. And one man, James Caan of TV's The Godfather, everything else, Elf, the dad in Elf. That's probably how you know
that one John Wayne movie.
Yeah, Rio Bravo. That one Jane. Yeah, because John Wayne's only been in one movie. Anyway,
I was going to say James Caan has only been in one James or John Wayne movie, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was just being funny. But yeah, so it's hard to do the plot, but basically Jonathan E. Wins in 1970s way in that they tried to kill him and they didn't, and they end that there. Like I have a lot of questions, but I'm the kind of film goer that thinks Planet of the Apes sucks when the apes show up. Like I think that whole movie should have been about the astronauts, but whatever. So that's where I'm coming from. I loved it. I loved it in the 70s as a boy because you get to watch the sport, and Moon Pie gets the glove in the back of the head, and that kind of stuff. Cute girls everywhere, blowing up trees, drugs. It seemed like, yes, I was 14, I guess, when that movie came out. Yes, that sounds like a great idea of what 2018 should be like, and it pretty much was. Oh, there's Tony. We all cry for Moon Pie because when I was doing my mannequin, I did it's 6 and I got a couple 6s and I turned one over because the character just looks like a 9 and that's Moon Pie.
Yeah.
And so I made it for Walker to take a picture, which we did, and then he didn't care. So I'm like, man, I could wash this and give it to someone who cares. And Tony's like, yes, please. So he's cheering for himself. He took this great picture of himself wearing the thing and holding a rollerball, which there's mine. Mine's a little scuffed up from in-use play.
Nice.
His was brand new. Anyway, I love this movie based on what it represents, like the control of the corporations and the triumph of the single mind and like over computers. It's all like Zero could be AI now, right? Oh wait, holy crap! There's Steve Ukraine.
Hey, what's
Yay.
up?
How are you, man?
Good.
We had
good.
a little kumbaya session in the beginning. I told Randall that we appreciate him walking the trail that you blazed with. Wait, how have you not seen this? But with sort of more movies that I have heard of.
Yeah, less of what hits my my checklist is what you're getting at. I like it.
When I finished yours, which we put a checklist in the back of the second volume, Randall. So it has all the movies that Steve has written over the years. And Mimi read it, and she'd only seen one, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, there you go. There's the checklist.
That's awesome.
And so it made me look, and me, Steve, I've only seen 7 of them.
7? Really?
Yeah. I mean, but the one thing I did want to tell you, Randall and I watched Rollerball on Pluto. I assume you did, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
So when I went through the whole thing, I watched the credits just because it was on. I was making Walker lunch. You know what the next movie is that they called up, thinking if you are still sitting there liking Rollerball, you might enjoy this. And I'll give you a hint to narrow it down from all the movies. It's one you wrote about in volume 1.
Running Man. Has to be Running Man.
No, it was No Escape.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I
couldn't believe it, though. I was like, I would not have even registered this bit of information whatsoever if it wasn't for your article and your timely book.
Well,
is that the Ray Liotta movie?
It is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'd be interested, Randall, to know what you've seen of what I've.
Dude, I'm confident it's more than Mimi.
Yeah.
Possibly less than Larry. Yeah, that's a perfect answer.
Well, so the interesting part is when I did yeah, dude, that's awesome.
That's
great? So good. Yeah, that came out great.
And your book too, right?
Well, no complaints there, man. That is like
your book looks great. I think that may be one of the rare Cutler Group SF graphic design things that doesn't have a typo in it. I mean, as bold words, there's always one.
Well, let me tell you something. When I skimmed through
I haven't seen it yet.
I really skimmed through it. So
I've read that a lot, backwards and forwards, and so I'm not saying there isn't, but I'm saying I haven't seen it. So I don't know. That was a good one.
Yeah. So I don't want to interrupt because I'm one. Well, hey Randall, I didn't get to say hi when you jumped on.
That's okay. Hey, what's up, man?
So Rollerball, man. So I know that's like one of Larry's favorite sci-fi movies. So
yeah.
What'd you think, man?
I think I have to rewatch it. I have to rewatch it. I like it. I like, especially the
Oh my God.
the rollerball scenes where you see them fighting and they're competing. Those were great. You want to hear a very funny story? I was watching it. I try to watch it in pieces, so that way, in case something comes up with my work schedule or stuff that I have to work on, that I'm like, okay, I'm not rushing or I'm not like at the risk of not finishing the film. So like today, I watched like the last 30 minutes of it. However, in the attempt to watch it, I don't know if it was like last night or 2 nights ago. The goal always is watch it, and if I start to feel like I'm drifting to sleep, shut it off and then continue the next day. Randall, yeah, I fell asleep, and when I woke back up, the movie's still playing, and there was a clip at the end where I was just like, huh? And I thought to myself, oh, that's an interesting twist. And then I shut it off and then I go to sleep. And then when I watched the last 30 minutes, I was like, wait a minute. There was no clever twist. I was just seeing things,
Huh.
So the clever twist was, I thought Moon Pie showed up in the last game on the rival team to take on James Caan. It was just another guy with a mustache, So I was just
there's a couple of them in this movie.
Yeah, there are.
So once again, you're defeated by the 70s of the whole thing, right?
No, and the other thing too is like I like James Caan, and part of me was like, I was like, why is he puts on a great performance, like a strong performance, and I was like thinking to myself, like, of all the movies that you do, like, you're really going hard on this film, and it doesn't feel like this is the type of film that you go hard on. So I was just like, but then I was like, but that's what made this movie good, was because of his acting, because of what he brought to the role, to the character. So it was just one of those, like, I get it. Okay, I get it. Like, I mean, he's the true star, like he's the, like when you see people chanting, Jonathan, it's like, it's James Caan, man, like he is Rollerball. Like he makes that movie.
Well, you got to realize this is 2 years after Godfather. I don't know the year of it. 2 years, 3 years after Godfather 1 and Godfather 2.
Yeah.
So he's maybe not as the most acclaimed star coming out of Godfather, but obviously he's, legit, absolute,
he's a big star.
Huge star.
Yeah.
Because I think then the next movie he makes after this is Thief is in the 80s, so it's not Thief. I'm doing my mental gymnastics of movies in order. Does he do Killer Elite after this, or is that a couple of years after? I gotta look. Okay. Sorry.
All I know is he's at the peak of being under the spotlight. That everyone was wondering what he was going to do next. And so this movie was a box office smash. Right?
Okay.
It was a hit. But it was critically, all the critics were like,
hated it. Yeah.
There were some that it was pretty much half and half though, right? The people who loved it totally got the vibe that this is a commentary on, it's a cautionary tale, it's not dystopian, it's a warning, all that shit. But the people who didn't get on that vibe were just like, this is nonsense. And they just needed to make the hint, yes, it's complete nonsense on purpose, because it's a satire pointing out that that's what's going on. That's why it's Houston, because the Dallas Cowboys were America's team, and they were under the spotlight of sex and violence, right? Because you have your cheerleaders and it was like peak all of that. And so this movie came out at the perfect time. It was kind of critic proof. Like, you went to see it once because everybody you knew went to go see that movie, because the guys went to go see it because the trailer was awesome. Oh my God, some new cool sport that we can pretend to like. And they took all of their girlfriends because James Caan is the guy who had the ignoble sacrifice in Godfather, right?
Yeah.
So that was just like this. I kind of liken it to that movie, The Perfect Storm, with Marky Mark at the height of his abs and George Clooney at his height of his teeth. Kind of didn't matter what anybody said about that movie. Like, you were going to see it if you liked movies, Anyway, that's the world that Rollerball was released into, courtesy of 14-year-old Larry Young.
Yeah. The
That was
vibe
my book report on Rollerball.
Wow. I just to add one little point, Larry. I'm sorry, Randall, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
This came out the summer that Jaws came out.
Ah, okay.
And it was still a hit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nuts. I was just looking at I was like 1975. It came out in the summer. Like I was just trying to do connecting it. So I'm sorry, Randall. Go on. Sorry.
Well, no. So did it come out before Jaws or after Jaws?
Oh, I don't think that matters like it does now. Just that it was in the same summer. They're in direct competition.
Yeah. Okay.
It came out. Hold on, I can look real quick. How do I figure that out?
Yeah. So the vibes
kind of different audiences too.
Oh, totally. Oh, yeah. The vibe I was getting with this movie was, and part of me instantly thinks it'd be cool if they did a remake. I know they already did a remake late 90s, 2000s, but I mean a modern remake. But the reason I say that is because what's popular now was you have the Hunger Games, right? And so this movie, Rollerball, has a little bit of vibes of Hunger Games because it's people watching the people, killing each other, and it's got a mix of Mad Max. It's got a mix of Running Man, so it's I think one, we got a new Running Man movie coming out, right? And so I just feel a new Rollerball, and I already know the perfect guy to play Moon Pie.
Is that you, the guy from The Running Man?
No. He was on the show Shameless. He looks almost like him.
Oh, who's on Shameless? I'm trying to think of which one's Shameless. That's the guy from The Bear, right?
Yeah. Not that guy, but the other guy, the real tall guy.
No, dude, the Chris Klein Rollerball was not a travesty, man.
It was an absolute travesty.
No,
what they did to Rebecca Romijn, it was just, and the whole movie, no, it was horrible. It was awful.
LL Cool J, man, he can't save every movie.
I can't wait for Steve to write about that one.
You want me to write the 2002?
My dream is if you did a Chris Klein retrospective, from 2025, as if he was as famous as everybody thought he was going to be in 2000. Just
Here on Earth, man.
his early movies,
Well, it's funny because he was the good-looking one from American Pie, so he was the one that they hung their hat on, and not realizing that maybe there were other, because then you have right, isn't the Sean William Scott in that? Jason Biggs is in that. They're all in that. But the one that actually, and this is crazy because Rollerball comes out in 2002. I'm trying to think. American Pie is before 2000. So I'm working
American
at a
Pie
video.
Was 99.
Yeah, 99. Okay. So I'm working in a video store. Chris Klein is a heartthrob. So that's the thing. So you immediately take
Election.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But I'll write about the 2002 one. I'll do it. Listen, I like that movie. I'm not poo-pooing on that, man.
All right, now we got to find Chris Klein at whatever real estate firm he's working at, and get a picture of you and him together for the cover of Volume 3.
Done. Chris Klein probably signing at probably somewhere.
Yeah, maybe.
And ready for another American Pie film.
All right, so I hate to do this because I love conversational eddies, but Tony says Chris Klein Rollerball is a travesty. Steve says no, and now the gauntlet has been thrown. So I personally am curious about why.
I like the 2000.
Hollywood producer Rick Austin too coming in at the wire. I too am poo-pooing the 2002 Rollerball.
Ready? I'm going to say what I say to Larry all the time, 1,000 times every time we chat. Sometimes you just want more Conan. Okay? So, got it. It sucks. It's not that great, but it's more Rollerball. I get it. The universe is a little different. They kind of change it up a bit. The storyline doesn't align, but I like the dystopian sci-fi future. Listen, I've seen and I don't hate it as much as other movies. I think there's the Wesley Snipes Future Sport. There's all these weird they're not rollerball, but this one actually is rollerball. And it's McTiernan, has some pretty good explosions in it.
That's why I'm so sad about it.
And it has
That
Jean Reno
movie
in
should
it.
have been awesome.
Should have been awesome. But again, now I'm going to do my mental.
Should have been Bruce Willis.
I'm going to see when it came out.
You know what it should have been? It should have been fucking Rollerball. They're all like on fucking skateboards going down streets in fucking Hong Kong. Fuck you. It's in a stadium. It's in a thing where everybody goes, hey man, this is our distractions from the planet. Like Rollerball, every fucking scene means something. And you can't say that about the sequel. It's all over the place. That said, I do have money. I have screen use money from that one because it's a fucking Rollerball. I mean, come on.
Okay, but here's the other thing. The director of Rollerball, the first Rollerball,
Norman Jewison,
is like legit, in the heat of the night. Like, I mean,
yes,
Fiddler on the Roof, like he is legit like the man.
Yes. He is a no shit written produced by.
I don't know, man. I feel like McTiernan was just grabbing a paycheck.
Yeah.
Well, sure. That's true. But
and I bet you there's sorry.
I was just gonna say that's what makes it so amazing that in 1975, before Star Wars cracked it all open, they were taking this science fiction thing dead ass seriously to the point where the people who didn't get it were trying to option the rights from them so they could do this like a wrestling kind of circuit. They had rollerball courts. I mean, they had roller derby courts. So they were like, let's put spikes on the gloves and has rollerball TM. Let's fucking do it. And they were horrified. Can you imagine? There'd be a sonic boom that Hollywood would sell out so fast on something like that today. But back then they were horrified. You don't get the movie. We did this to make fun of people like you and point out how fucking wrong that is for society. And that's why I love it, because what is that? 55 years later, it's coming true. To the point where some nutsack can actually gear up because they closed the highway in front of my house. So I'm going to need to learn how to skate. So why not do the whole thing, right? Anyway, that's why I love that movie. And it ends in the most 70s way possible. Like freeze frame, it was cuts getting closer and closer. So you think about what just happened, motherfuckers. Oh, I just love that. Way to go, 70s. Anyway.
I also don't think that movie has as much clout if it isn't James Caan, to be honest with you. Because I feel like that is like James Caan always kind of like Thief and all those other Killer Elite. I was just when I went through his afterwards before I went through and I was like, oh, Killer Elite, he's in that with Duvall, because they're like the second tier stars out of Godfather. So they're like, let's do a movie together. But then like James Caan is just too cool. Like he's cool in this movie. Like even his outfits are cool. Like it's the whole like, and it's 70s, so it's cheese, but it's I don't know. I dug it.
I was just enraptured by that beige pantsuit thing that he was wearing because the pockets are cut like a Western shirt, and the cool little thing. I was trying to figure out the ranked symbols that they were doing. That the energy guys had one little bit of orange embroidery thread on their suits, but the players had two. And I was like, oh, is that like some kind of, it's obviously like they're big shots, but not really. They're like in the second level big shots. I don't know. It was cool visual storytelling. I get enraptured by stuff like that.
I just listen, I like anything that kind of establishes like a sport / game and like runs with it. Like that, I think is that's the other part of this that I think is super underrated about it, which is why. Yeah, like again, like I love Basketball. I love that movie. That movie's brilliant.
I love Anchorman. Yeah. Basketball always reminds me of Anchorman because I watched them back to back, and I was like, oh, overdose on awesomeness. This is like 4 hours of hilarious.
Basketball is an interesting one because it's always like that's when you gave like, that's when Hollywood was truly like, these guys made South Park, they can do anything, so give them free reign and do whatever they want, and they
See
did.
what happens. Yeah.
Well, fun fact about basketball: they made it before South Park got picked up.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, and so they weren't sure if South Park was going to get picked up or not, so they agreed to do this movie
Oh, that's crazy.
with I think Abrams.
Yeah, it's the airplane guys. Yep.
Yeah.
Or is it Zucker and Abrams? I think it's both. I don't know, but yeah, that sounds right.
The poster, Bob Peak's poster, is better than the entire movie. But check this out. Chris Sagasag, I will watch a bad Indiana Jones film over most of what's on TV. And then Tony says, it's our garbage.
Yeah.
I just love that. Uh-oh. And man, Chris is just raining the comments. You know what Calvin Ball is, right?
No.
Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, okay.
It's what Steve was saying, another sport. Just Chris was playing Can You Top This? Nerd Mountain by going, here's the most awesome reference that no one can beat now. And I just wanted to give him his props.
Yeah. For a second there, I thought it said Cavill. So I was like thinking, like, wait a minute.
Yes.
Henry Cavill in a
Cavill
rollerball
will play
movie?
Calvin in the Calvin and Hobbes Calvin Ball movie.
Yeah.
He probably would. That's kind of the funny.
He probably would. Oh my God. Mark's movie, the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare, whatever that's fucking called.
Oh,
Yeah.
his favorite, the thing he watches like twice a day.
Yeah, that's his like noise movie. I was just cooking around doing laundry or something, and it was on the whatever channel I had on, and I stopped dead, and I went, "Mark, are you here? Like, your rival has been heralded, master." Anyway, it was pretty funny.
Well, so
yes, Rollerball, good movie.
I'm
Randall
trying to
doesn't like it because it's from the 70s. And he wants to be polite about it.
Well, you know what it is? I like it because it fits in that like well, obviously it's 70s, but it's like 75's Rollerball, Westworld is a couple of years before. I think Future World comes after this. Right after this? There's
Yeah,
like a bunch.
one of them's 76. I was trying to think. I thought Westworld was before.
Westworld's before.
Yeah.
Because that's what Westworld. Westworld 73. Okay. So Westworld 73.
Yeah,
When's
Future World
World?
76, I'm pretty sure. Because this is 70 between 74 and 77 is when I started like getting crazy about going to the movies. Like it wasn't working letting me stay up late and watching, ABC movie of the week. Logan's Run was 76. Yeah, Tony's got it.
Future World 76. Yep. So this is like, I don't know. This is like, I don't know. I think this is like kind of like peak dystopian sci-fi of this time. That's not like spaceships and lasers.
Yeah. If Rick is still, I was just gonna say, if Rick is still with us, he's gonna say Damnation Alley is peak.
Car Wash.
As was Car Wash is actually quite.
Is that the Richard Pryor movie?
I don't know, man. Car Wash. I can sing the song. That's the Car Wash. I always get that confused with the Valley Perrine Village People movie, which I can't stop the music, I think it's called. And
yes,
DC
right.
Cab. DC Cab's the other one, and Car Wash, because I watched all of those over and over and over on HBO, just like Rick did. Probably half the times I watched it was at Rick's house. And I can't keep those three movies straight. Like people, okay, I'm going to shoot you and your dog and your family. I'm like, just do it, man. I can tell you exact scenes and what they are, but I have no idea who played it, who's in it. I can tell you the song, maybe. Just kill us all. Fuck it.
Are you familiar with the movie Tommy?
Yes, I'm a giant Who fan, so I've seen Tommy a few times. 1975. I'm one of those people that just gradates my teenage years by what movies. When did that movie come out? Oh yeah, that's when I had to listen to that jerk in French class or whatever.
I mentioned it because I just saw the trailer for it for the first time, and I didn't realize like Jack Nicholson was in it. And
so I'll do Tommy next time. I'll do Tommy next time. That's technically a musical, so that will make everyone laugh.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, it's
Yeah,
on sale
fuck
for like
yeah. That
$5.
yes.
I'll
Yes.
buy it.
I saw Tommy at the same theater as Rick Austin, not at the same time. And with Toad, oh my
Traumatized.
God. With Todd Yakinovich. And you know what? I literally remember, I don't know if it was you guys, but I think it might have been one of my dad's buddies. They wanted to go see Tommy for some reason. Maybe it was the Anne Margaret of it all. And I convinced my dad to take me to Godzilla versus the Smog Monster. So
Well,
that's why I didn't see Tommy in the theater with neither Rick nor Toad.
Well, Tommy is directed by Ken Russell, so I'm sure your dad was thinking of something else maybe showing up on screen.
Yeah, no, of course, but of Anne Margaret's, right?
Yes. Oh, 100%. So that's funny. I saw
Ever
Tommy
since I was a young man,
I
I played the Silver Ball, Randall. Come on. We all know about the Who. Tommy's basically the first rock opera.
Okay.
So you should know that just from a historical standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the title. I never knew much about it or heard much about it, and I was just kind of intrigued by it. So I clicked on the trailer on Fandango, and you're gonna laugh, but the trailer started off slow, so I kind of fast forwarded the trailer a little bit, and then when they started showing scenes of the actual movie, then I was like, okay, what's this movie about? And then as soon as I saw Jack Nicholson, and of course you got Elton John, you got
you know what I need to Randall, you know what I need to send you? You know what I need to send you? There's this wonderful DVD series that came out. It's called 42nd Street Forever. It's like one of my favorite DVD sets of all time.
Okay.
And all it is trailers.
Nice.
And hold on, I have it right here, but I'm going to show it to you. 1 second.
Steve is so cool. He's got his Professor Steve of Steve's Ukraine's film school voice on. Randall, right. Here, you need to catch up, bro.
So there's a ton of them, right? And they're just trailers and trailers and trailers. And there's one, 60s and 70s. But the coolest thing that they do is on the inside, they list every trailer.
Oh, wow.
But here's the beauty of it. You don't have to sit and like watch it. You just have it in the background. And that's what I generally do. I have it on one of my TVs playing in the background. And there are so many trailers of movies that you're just going to be like, oh, and all you do is just write down lists, man.
Yeah.
Tommy is one of those. Tommy is a great movie that the trailer does it no justice whatsoever. So I couldn't imagine anyone born after like 1999 would watch that trailer and immediately jump to go see it.
Oh yeah, that looks great.
Right. You know what I mean? Because it's not how that's not how a trailer would have been made for 19. And there's no one recutting trailers for old 70s films. But I think the reason I bring that up is because if you watch it in like succession with a ton of other 60s and 70s trailers, you're just like, oh yeah, this would pique my interest, because you're comparing it to like the Superman trailer you see today, and it's just it's just kind of not in the same realm. But I'm gonna digitize these and put them in a drive so you can watch these. So, dude,
awesome, thank you. Yeah. No, I mean, like back in the day, that was my favorite thing to do, was watch trailers. I mean, I feel like trailers today now, they're not like how they were back then. Not that the trailers that they're putting out now are, I feel like, you know what it is they're showing too much now in trailers. And back then, I don't think they showed you too much. They showed you kind of like just the right amount. And then like just snippets and clips of like, certain parts of films, but they're fast. Some of the snippets and clips are really fast versus like, they're more kind of like drawn out in trailers today now. So it's like you have more time to kind of like rewind and rewatch and be like I remember watching the trailer for Secret Window with Johnny Depp. This was when I was going to the movie theaters all the time. And they kept playing this trailer. And so the more and more I watched it, the more and more I was like, I figured out the ending of the movie before I even saw the movie.
Yeah.
Just because I started piecing everything together, and I was just like, Johnny Depp's the killer.
Spoiler. Guess I don't need to watch that now.
That's what.
Oh,
Amber
it's my
Heard
bad.
said.
I thought you had seen it.
No, it's fine. I know
Hope
that. I
people
know
don't
this.
care about that, Randall.
I know it's a Stephen King book, so
You
or
can't
Stephen
spoil
King
it.
story. So, no, the only
By the
trailer-
way, John Turturro was great in that.
Oh, John Turturro is great in everything. So,
Yeah.
Speaking of Glenn, what's his name? Glenn
Powell.
I thought of Glenn Folland, who was my very first diamond rep back in 1998, and then I just got Glenn Powell, handsome Glenn Powell. Nothing against you, Glenn. Anyway, I'm with Rick. I saw that trailer in front of Superman, and it didn't help that, of course, that's such a familiar movie to me in the first place. I just see the MC and I'm like, not Richard Dawson. I already hate it, And then it's cool, it's exciting, but it's in that empty, like, cotton candy kind of way that
should have been Steve Harvey.
Generated by. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the whole trailer. It's like an AI trailer to me now.
Feels generic.
Look, Robert Redford's in fucking Star Trek, It's like, that's just what it looked like. Oh, the guy from Maverick and Twisters with a Z or whatever, right? Because
I wasn't happy with the trailer for Running Man, and I'm really excited for that movie because I really like the director. Everything that he's done that I've seen, I've enjoyed, and I really like his directing style. So that's why when I heard he was doing this movie, I was just like, oh, this should be awesome. But then I saw the trailer, and so now I'm like, kind of like, it's not what I was hoping for, but I'm still going to give it a chance.
I'm super wishy-washy on it. One, I love Running Man, like the Schwarzenegger one. But you got to realize, like, Schwarzenegger influences the entire. Well, there's 100 things about that movie that are just awesome because he's like, there's just like, Schwarzenegger not in it is just like already like, and then they're going to be probably truer to the story, which makes more sense. Which now it's like 30 days. They have 30 days to find them, and just like the simplicity of the first one is just so perfect. And now he's got like a wife and kids, and it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, it can't. Like, dude, you're gonna watch a movie and they're gonna kill, like, he's gonna die and his wife and come on, like
he has to have motivation, man. Like, no one would just have that happen to them.
Sounds like they're pulling a Rollerball 2002, right?
I was just saying why didn't they just get? It made me not like Glenn Powell anymore, actually. Because I had the thought, it's like, oh, this is exactly the same thing as Rollerball 2002. Oh my God, Glenn Powell is the new Chris Klein. Oh my God, he's going to end up like Gerard Butler at best, right? And then it made me sad because I thought that since he had seen the secret Tom Cruise tapes, that he would become
it's not the
new superhero that we need.
But
maybe they'll add Glenn Powell to a Jurassic Park movie.
Did you see the latest Jurassic Park?
No, not yet.
All right. That explains everything, doesn't it?
Did you see it? You saw it?
I did. The whole fam went to see it.
Did you like it or no? No? Yes? No?
It was fine, right?
Ooh.
Which that's
as
close to a meh as I'm ever gonna get. But
you generally don't meh anything, so
it is so by the numbers. It is so by the book. It is so. Here's this part from this previous movie, and here's this other bit, and oh shit, we have to have kids. You know what I mean? All the dominoes go. It seems like you're like in a meeting that isn't going to be made, and then Scarlett Johansson shows up and goes, "Oh, I've always wanted to be in a Jurassic Park movie," and then you just go, "Fuck!" Like, this is going to get made, isn't it? That's the whole feeling I had the entire time.
So here's the crazy part about that film. They took out, I was reading like some of the backstory behind it. They had so many more like connecting the dots to the first Jurassic Park in it that they removed because they felt it was too like force feeding it down. And
right. You guys remember.
Right. You're telling me it still like even felt like force fed still.
No, it's not. No, it's not that. But narratively it is, right?
Oh well, I mean, it's the same.
Like
Yeah.
it's like so signposty, and I couldn't figure out if like this is written by David Cope, who knows what he's doing, right? So
Hopefully.
I was like, I think that they've just exhausted the concept. And the one thing that they don't want is, oh my God, Mimi was like, hey, I'm glad I saw it. It's cool to see Scarlett Johansson, but sorry for being a driving force on that one. And we were like, it's not that bad. We had fun. And then Walker goes, they're just running out of stuff to do with dinosaurs. And it's
but here's
a secret base you didn't know about. And all the dinosaurs are dying now. And because they can't live on the Earth because the oxygen's different. And it's just this thin ring of the equator. So they're even setting up that like there's probably not going to be much more of these unless something else happens. So then to make Walker laugh, I'm like, yes, dinosaurs on the moon. Like we got to have dinosaurs in spacesuits. And he's like, Daddy, they're going to do dinosaurs in space, aren't they? And I'm like, I don't know. I see kind of like if it's me, just do aliens and fucking dinosaurs. And like there's a,
well, I
do it.
Even to cut off you there, even if you did like aliens as
that's what I mean.
Like, I don't know. I'm kind of upset that it stunk. That you didn't like it because I kind of wanted it to be good because I like Scarlett Johansson. I think she's pretty solid. But like
she's good in it, but it's literally how how much I love Kong Island, right?
That movie's great.
It's literally Kong Island. It just so I'm like I've seen this movie before to the point where I want to see Scarlett Johansson as the Spec Ops chick and all the other missions that she's had, right? Like this going to the dinosaur land is stupid. Don't waste these awesome characters on this nonsense of a failing franchise, right? And so once you start thinking that in the middle of the movie, like I don't want to take this journey with you. That's failure analysis, man. Like your screenplay has failed if you've set up all these interesting characters and the situations are not interesting.
For
or
me,
in this case, just I've seen it before. Okay. Oh, there's a bigger dinosaur. Oh, this one's got tattoos. Obviously done time. It's like yawn, man, yawn. And even when the velociraptors show up, like Walker and I are yelling jokes to each other from other movies, right? Like, it's like there's dinosaurs in the kitchen, Phil. And it's like people laugh at that because the movie's so boring. Anyway, whatever. And it's not as bad as all that. I just didn't get a rant about it to my family because they liked it. They had a good experience, and I was just way too in my head because I was door courting it and not just enjoying a night out with my fam.
It's like just this Jurassic Park film needed James Caan.
Is
it needed a better premise?
Huh?
Idris Elba in it?
No, but it's the guy who they cast as Blade.
That's who it was. That's bad on me.
Or whatever his name
that's
is.
bad on me. Bad on me.
He's great in it. He's great. His character has a little redemption. All the humans are really interesting. Even though Weasel's like Paul Reiser in Aliens level Weasel, you want to see that guy die. So that's bad news in a movie called Dinosaur Planet or whatever it's called. Jurassic World.
Dinosaur Planet. No, it's Dinosaur Planet now. Sorry.
When I
called in my head now.
When I saw the cast, I was immediately like, I wasn't drawn to the film. Not like how when they announced Chris Pratt was going to be, Jurassic World, I was just like, okay, I like Chris Pratt. This sounds like it's going to be fun. And then they added like Vincent D'Onofrio, and then Ron Howard's daughter. So it's like, when I started hearing like that cast flesh out, I was like, okay, this sounds good. And then I see this cast and I'm just like, it's just Scarlett Johansson.
No, it's good. It's good. Don't poo-poo the cast. The cast is actually great. They're very watchable, which if they're not standouts, that's kind of what you want in a movie that's supposed to be about dinosaurs. And like Rick says, it made $1 billion to get ready for more. That's great. I hope they go, here's some stuff we could have added last time, and we'll do this scene so that other shit that didn't care or didn't matter has some resonance now. I'm rooting for him. I love to go into dinosaur movies. I just wish it was more old Star Trek and not new Star Trek. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The first Jurassic Park was like, check it fucking out. Dinosaurs walk among us. And now they're like, they lasted 5 years. That was stupid.
If you could choose an
Kind
actor,
of a bummer of a premise.
if you could choose an actor that you really like that hasn't been in Jurassic Park, who would you want to see in a Jurassic Park film?
What's it about, man? You can't start casting.
Well, here
If it's my version of Dinosaur Planet, like who do I want to see in spacesuits fighting dinosaurs?
Yeah.
I'll take Kate Beckinsale all day long.
Okay.
We'll see if Paul Rudd is available. I'll put Glenn Powell in it so he dies in the first 2 minutes just to make Matt Shivers laugh. You know, all the you know, I would find a bunch of guys who are almost there, like just because that was the whole Planet Lair thing of doing comics. Like so a bunch of people you hadn't heard of, right? That's your indie reboot film. I'll take that. Indiana Jones and the Planet of the Dinosaurs. Yes, please. We're available.
Well, I was gonna say, like, you have the first one where you get Sam Neill, who's like a star but not a big star. Jeff Goldblum, a star, not a big star. Laura Dern, a star, not a big star. And it works from the first one. And then the second one and the third one don't really work because you don't have the chemistry of that trio, and it breaks the trio.
Yeah.
And then I actually think that the one that they did with Chris Pratt was actually pretty solid. I
like the Chris Pratt one, yeah.
Because again, it's kind of, you're establishing different characters, but again, you're establishing them in a story where they all interconnect. And then by the time you get to the second one, you're breaking why it works. And then now you're going to try to do the same thing again with the Scarlett Johansson and the.
All right, I was trying to remain spoiler free, but the thing that annoyed me the most about this movie is that it's just a heist movie, right?
Yes.
That they're trying to do this thing for this rich guy who's got congenital heart defect or something. And if they get like a DNA sample from these 3 now existing dinosaurs, they can synthesize something and save mankind. But the heel turn is the guy is revealed he's super greedy. There's nothing wrong with him. He wants to use it all to make a ton of money, saving all the people from, you know.
Oh, so the fountain.
So then it's like, well, now they did that so the audience is invested in getting each one of these things, and it's a bit of tension about whether, but it's not, because if nothing happens, nothing happens, then they don't get it, and then the world continues to go on, not even knowing that this happened. So like an audience member is immediately going, I don't think this one's going to matter in the whole canon of Jurassic movies. So
yeah,
because it's like what Steve said, it's so off of the track from the early promise of the other ones that like, here's something wonderful that maybe we shouldn't do. Right? That's a really complex and nuanced thing to like sort of thematically think. But you know, by the time you get into like Bryce Allen Howard running away with her in her high heels, it's just a license to print money.
Well,
it makes me sad.
Well, then when you really think about it, you're like, I think you kind of just nailed it on its head. You have like the Jurassic. So like the first Jurassic Park film makes it, you know, it's obviously the blueprint, right? You establish that, you kind of redo that blueprint with the Chris Pratt reintroduction movie. This one now, to your point, is a heist film in Jurassic Park. So what they're trying to do is they can't just keep on doing the same, another island, we're going to open up another amusement park, we're not going to open it. So then they actually tried to do what I always say is like, when you establish a universe, can you create a different kind of movie in that universe that kind of sits in a different genre? I mean, it made $500 million, so it did well, right. But it's also like not the right, you know, I don't know. They're trying to do different things, but it's still like, and here's what I hate. It's like, it probably has the same trope where like I haven't seen it, but you can spoil it for me. Everyone in this elite group of military, like special, everyone dies, but the kids survive because the kids can fumble through everything and survive, right? Like,
well, there's two kids and their dad, and they're sort of it's kind of cool. I actually give them this one. If you have to have kids in it, this is the way to do it. They actually are on their own adventure the whole time. So that gave me something to watch. I'm like, that's pretty. I was watching like, oh no, the dad hurt his leg and he's running pretty good on it. Oh, the next scene his leg is hurt again. You know, I was watching stuff like that because I didn't care that much, but I honor their attempt, right? That was something different. And that's what I think that, like Rick said and you said, and it seems to be common knowledge, these things are going to make $1 billion no matter what you do. So this is the thing I would think that's where you experiment, right? I mean, Why are you doing a heist movie, right? Like experiment with something crazy that, like, you know, Jeff Goldblum is back, but he's played by, you know, Janine Garofalo, right? Because the last one where they did the whole thing of the girl clone was, I was like, fucking give me that movie, right? Where the people clones and the animal clones are starting to coexist because they have like clone sense or some shit, right? And then you can start. There's another 10 movies right there, but you have to do something that expands the dinosaur thing. And if you don't want to pay the CG guys, then you have to have a reason for all the humans to be there.
Yeah,
and not like this Scarlett Johansson movie was like Kong Island 2. Without Caan and King Kong and.
Well, Steve gave me an idea though, right?
You know what I mean.
As soon as you mentioned like the special forces guy, right?
You're gonna have dinner.
I immediately thought of Predator.
Yeah.
Get a special forces group of guys, go into the island, a rescue mission, but they're not told the details. And when they get on the island, they realize, oh shit, it's dinosaurs.
Yeah, but again, so here's the thing.
Excellent.
Great. Hard, make it hard,
kill all the dinosaurs.
Violent.
Yeah.
Kill a kid in the movie, and there you go, man.
I guess, sure.
Never happened in a Jurassic Park film. Never happened.
This is true.
But
can you imagine?
Oh, God. Like, yeah. Could you imagine though? Like, think about watching the first Jurassic Park and tell yourself, because the kids aren't related to Sam Neill or Laura Dern or Ian or like Jeff Goldblum, like if they died, like, okay, like,
yeah, right.
They shouldn't be
drag,
right? Like, but at the end of it, it's like they yeah. But the movie doesn't play as well. But I don't know, man. I have a download copy of this movie. I haven't watched it yet, so I might actually watch it tonight. So.
I feel like we should like print out the transcripts of these things. We just solved Jurassic Park, but nobody's gonna watch this that needs to, right?
Well, 6 people. You never know.
Spielberg.
Let's just make a Dino Crisis movie.
I don't know. Is that some cartoon from the 2000s?
It's a video game.
Video game.
The same people who made Resident Evil.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a survival dinosaur game. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore.
Walker would know it.
No, he wouldn't.
No, he might not.
He's been raised correctly.
No, it's in the no, he would know it because I think it's in the arcade. That's why I brought it up.
Oh yeah, okay.
So he would know it from an arcade.
Yeah.
All
right.
Well, so what do you guys watch? What are you guys watching? I know we're getting close to the time.
We're gonna do Tommy,
watching?
right?
Tommy?
All right. Yeah. Let's see if Tommy is available to stream.
Let's go to.
I had to stop singing the song because if Captain Walker didn't come home, his unborn child would never know him. Walker would get all bummed out. Like, what happened to Captain Walker? Well, I can't tell you, man.
It's on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime.
Excellent. Stream it online.
$3.59. Can you watch it for free? Not free anywhere right now.
All right, I'll send you some money.
Well,
I sent you some bookmarks with your picture on it. Sell a couple of those.
Dude, that's
sell
good,
a couple to your mom. No, I'm just saying why I won't feel bad making you buy Tommy's.
It's okay. It's on sale for like $5.
Oh, all right, right
So
on.
it'll be
You
it'll be
should
right
have
next to my purchase of Scary Movie 5 that I just recently bought for $5.
Why did you buy that?
I just wanted the whole collection of Scary Movie because
All
like
right.
they're making the new Scary Movie, so like I'm like
I got
kind
you.
of want to binge watch all of them and then, you know.
There's kind of a crushingly awesome reference to Scream Movie 3, I think it is, in because that's Leslie Nielsen's in it. He plays the president.
Yeah.
They have him standing in front of a painting of Harrison Ford.
Yep.
So in fucking Captain America.
Isn't that fake? Isn't that fake?
Is it fake?
I thought it was fake.
I saw a meme. If that's fake,
I don't know if it's fake.
it should be real. That'll get the Mandela effect exemption because that's real. That worked on me because I've never seen those Scream things. And I never will. So,
Right, because he's standing in front of because it's the Harrison Ford's the president, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta look it up. I think it might be fake, but so
whoever did it, bravo.
Yes,
It gave me joy, and Steve has taken it away.
Yeah,
as usual.
Well,
oh, speaking of that, Walker he came up with something, and I was like, "Hey, man, that's too much to go into." That's a question for Steve and me going down to
on
San
the drive,
Diego. And he was like, "Oh, I can't wait."
Did he write it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he did. I don't know.
So my one question for Tommy, for when you watch Tommy, is after watching that. Well, before you watch it,
yeah,
go. I want you to go scroll the director's filmography.
Okay.
And see if you've seen anything this guy's ever done. Because
I can't imagine. Right now?
I can't imagine you would have seen anything that he's.
Ken Russell, he did Kiss of the Spider Woman, right?
Kiss of the Spider. Is he Kiss of the Spider Woman or is he Lair of the White Worm? He's one of those two.
I don't know. I saw Kiss of the Spider Woman. Whoever directed it.
Yeah. Anyway, just
let me ask you guys this: have you seen the movie Wilder Napalm?
No.
Wilder Napalm. Yes, I have. Here, you want to hear a crazy part? We did a very, very early. We did a really early Dork Court, very, very long time ago, and I was in the Dork Court that I did with Larry and Mark. I was asking for suggestions on movies to watch, and I don't know which one of Larry's friends told us to watch that, but was like, if you've ever seen. It could have been you, to be honest with you.
Probably was
that's the Dennis Quaid one, right? From that's like the crazy.
Isn't that awesome? Like that probably was Randall.
It probably I probably was.
Now look at him, we're so proud.
Yeah, but
Altered States was Ken Russell. That's what I was trying to think of.
I just
not only have I seen that, I quite enjoyed it. I love that movie. I read the Patty Chayefsky novel. Even that's how much I like that movie.
He's the Devils, right?
Who?
He's the Oliver Reed, the Devils film, Ken Russell. Right?
I don't know about that.
The nude nuns and all that stuff. He's like that weird,
outrageous. Yeah, I mean, fucking Roger Daltrey takes a bath in room temperature baked beans.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Randall.
No, I'm looking through his list right now.
Oh no, he's the
Devils. See if I've seen any of his movies so far. No.
And then Timmy, like out of nowhere, Quaid is epic in The Right Stuff. Agreed.
Yeah,
I've never seen The Right Stuff.
What?
Oh, you got to do Tommy and then The Right Stuff. You're talking to
what? My very first piece of merchandise for Astronauts in Trouble said The Right Stuff at the right time. Anyway, that was cool. You should.
So no, I've not seen any of Ken Russell's films.
You should watch The Right Stuff.
Yeah,
you should watch The Right Stuff before you watch Tommy. But you guys already decided on Tommy, so
my kid saw The Right Stuff when he was about 7. You know why? Because he had good parents. I'm not saying that's causational, Randall. But
then the irony is, my last name is Armstrong.
You really need to see The Right Stuff.
I think you really. I'm not saying like in order, like Tommy, right? I think you should see The Right Stuff.
Right, that's two different things.
Well, it's up to Larry. Larry, what do you think? Should I just,
dude? If you want to do, let's do Right Stuff next week. Oh wait, next week
we're
traveling
San Diego. So you're gonna have to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch Right Stuff yourself. Well, you'll have to remind me, whichever. When I come back, I have a feeling I'm gonna want to watch The Right Stuff just because it's gonna have a lot of references that you need to get in the Fantastic Four, man.
Good point. Good point.
Just philosophically and thematically, that is one of the best adventure movies ever. And you're going to hate it because it doesn't have a movie structure. It starts and then it ends. There's no 3-act thing. Nobody learns everything. Half of them die. And it's great. That movie's definitely in the National Registry.
I like the cast. What was it? Is it Fred Ward? Or
yeah,
dude,
he's in it.
Dude, the cast.
He plays Gus Grissom, who I should note here at the end is who John Price's dog was named after. And I bring that up because Gus likes to eat space-related stuff. But also that John Price is returning tomorrow for some Dork Trek.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
9 in the morning my time, but
that's a good
for the kids on the East Coast. And I'm very excited about that. Anyway, Gus Grissom, yes. Dennis Quaid's in it. Sam Shepard, Ed Harris. It's just an endless. Everybody in it is famous.
Shepard's Chuck Yeager, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't seen
it.
Is
that a man? You're goddamn right it is.
Yeah.
God, I love that.
Dude, The Right Stuff is solid, man.
All the stuff with him and Peavy or whatever that character's name is. The guy from Rocketeer, right? He's
what's his name? Oh,
hey, you got a stick of gum? Yeah, I think it got me a slice. That whole thing. Oh my God, it makes me cry manly tears.
Lance Henriksen's in that. I always forget that he's in that too.
Oh yeah, who's he play? Is he like some kind of officious officer of some kind?
He's in it. I was just looking through the cast. I'm like, man, that's right. He is in that. Too good. Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna go. I have to go be dad.
Yeah, I got to get some food energy. I'm starting to feel.
Thank you for letting me sit in on Rollerball. And I'm gonna start my article.
I just wish we talk more about Rollerball. That movie's fucking amazing. Anyway.
I'm gonna start writing my article for the 2002 version.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh yeah, my little thing isn't working here. The mouse thing isn't working. Otherwise, I would say to Rick says Dork Trek's the content we need right now. Goddamn right. And Timmy's like, we're gonna watch The Right Stuff. Right. So we'll do that next time, Randall. Right?
Yeah, absolutely,
right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
I had brought up Wild and Napalm because I finally recently rewatched it, and I have to say it's my favorite Dennis Quaid film.
That's your favorite Dennis Quaid film? Oh, I have questions. Questions.
Yeah, it's going to be Right Stuff when you finally watch that.
I was going to say, I think it might be.
All right, guys. Thank you, Steve, for the kind words. That was nice. I didn't want to blow by that. And thanks, Randall, for taking your licking.
No, always fun.
So long to watch Rollerball.
Yeah. Oh, always fun. Now you have to have your own Rollerball. You have to get one. I don't know where you get one. But...
Yeah. What?
The Quest.
You mean your own Rollerball? Anyway.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Later, guys.
End stream. Ghost story.
Did you do it?